Yo, what's going on? Geek Corner. This is your boy Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
And it's your boy Boogie Blends.
And Vivo the Vibe.
Yes, welcome to Nerd Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We out here in these streets. You know, we out here, and you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell for all. When you hit that notification bell, make sure you set all notifications. That way, you get notified on all of our content on this channel, whether it's live or recorded. And always, speaking of live, we got Saturday morning comics every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time about the latest and greatest comic book news. But on Wednesday nights, we talk about anime and video games. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
And what's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all before we jump into our spiel?
You know, golf and anime, which I finished watching Rise and Impact.
How was it?
Yeah, how was that?
And it was really, really good.
Oh,
I'm sad. I'm sad that it stopped. It's a little cheesy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little cheesy, but I like
sports anime are
a lot.
how many episodes was it? Like 20 something?
It's 2 seasons. I think total it was like 24, something like that.
Okay.
Episodes.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Is it like? Have you seen Kuroko no Basket? You seen that, the basketball anime?
Yeah. I seen. Yeah. I saw it.
So is it the same level of intensity but with golf?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You know how it is with anime, man. They find a way to make everything like really, really high stakes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
So you definitely get that from it, you know. But you know, basketball and golf are just like such on different ends of the spectrum, you know, in terms. I think that if you like golf, you know, and if you appreciate like how hard golf really, really is and how much skill it is to play it, like Tiger was a dog. You're like you hear it like he was good, like he was getting low scores, but he was different, you know. So anyways, I really, really like golf, so it was really, really intense for me. Look at all these red hairs, bro.
Because you in the sun, man. You out here baking.
I know, but like it used to not look like that. That's how you know it's turning white.
See.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of red, well, orange.
Red. Anyways. Listen, I was going to this music festival and I had ordered some hair so I could do my hair. I ordered it 2-day shipping and it is not arriving until like 5 days from now.
Damn.
So I had to improvise and I found this.
You hate to hear it, man.
Sometimes you gotta.
I hate that.
Man.
But I kind of like this color, so
You should rock that for sure, man. You should rock that. You know, you should definitely rock that, man. This now, you know, this Labor Day weekend, I did a lot. Like Thursday, I didn't want to do like anything over the next 4 days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I didn't want to do anything. So Thursday, I recorded a whole bunch of content. Did some show prep for the Saturday morning show. So speaking of new videos, a new video is out right now. And a lot of people are familiar with Planet Hulk, like when Hulk took over Sakaar and he ended up being the king and stuff like that. But there's a one shot, if you will, and I don't think it's going to be a one shot, but I covered it called Planet She-Hulk. That's when Hulk left her to look after the planet for 5 days because someone killed Hulk's son, and he was like, me and Cuzzo got to go investigate this, but they need a Hulk here because if there's not a Hulk here, there's going to be chaos all over this planet because that's what they recognize. If the king is dead, that means he was weak. So She-Hulk, do what you do best for 5 days. I'll be back, I promise. He hasn't been back in 5 days.
Hold it down. Damn.
Yeah, she hasn't been back 5 days. So she's trying to solve a murder, between who killed her nephew's advisor, and she deducted it's one of the 5 wives that he had. And like, why do he have 5 wives?
Scandalous.
It's for peace talks. So yeah, so that's what she's dealing with. She-Hulk. That's what she's dealing with. So,
it's all political.
Not yeah and no, because she's a lawyer. A lot of people don't realize that, but she's also a lawyer as well. So she used some of what she know in law and what she know as She-Hulk, but at the same time whooping people's asses. So
they go hand in hand.
Yeah. So I got a sneaky suspicion, because I said this on the video, and it's not really a spoiler. I feel like when Hulk arrives back to Sakaar, it's going to be a totally different planet. And She-Hulk was like, you know what? I really don't want to go back home. You can go back to Earth. I got this.
I'm good. Yeah, we good.
We Gucci over here. It's Queen Hulk now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Like, damn, cuz, that what you got to do? But yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I leave for 5 days, and this is how you right when you think you know somebody.
Shoot, it's been
You'd be
6
like,
days.
Actually, it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it's been 6 days out here. But
I've taken the planet by adverse possession.
Yeah, like handling it way better than you, which I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. But yeah, shout out to the new subscribers out there. I know I acknowledged that over the course of the weekend, but I have to acknowledge it again, because we are now at over 500 subscribers. We are over 500 subscribers. Like, we are at 509. I think we gained like at least like 3 or 4 new subscribers in the past 24 hours. So that's actually it's pretty dope, man. People that love some comic book content. Speaking of comic book content, if you're a fan of like shows like The Office and Abbott Elementary, like the workplace comedy type of thing, then there is a YouTube series called The Comic Shop, and it's just like that. And it is a Black-owned comic shop. And episode 1 aired over this past weekend. Episode 2 is on the 5th. And definitely want to check that out. It's called The Comic Shop, and really, really funny. One of the lines in there, because they had a grand opening and everybody's in line, and there was this guy in line, and she recognized him, and she was like, "Hey, your pull list is getting kind of big. Are you going to finally get your comics today?" And if you're not familiar with what pull list is, it's like what you got on pre-order basically, and they hold it for you so it can stack up. And so this guy was like, "No, I'm not getting it today. I'm putting new comics on my list." You're like, so you're not buying for this? You're like, what his response? He said, "I like my pull list thick." That what he said. And he started barking at her.
Not barking.
Hit the deal,
oh no.
Barking. This thing is hilarious, man. This is hilarious. There's a lot of comic book references to it as well. And like, if you like read it and you're like, "Oh, I understand that reference." But either way, it's very, very funny. Obviously, we talking about Kaiju number 8 today. That is the subject matter for today. And then we definitely gonna talk about how Kaiju number 8 got some stiff competition as well. As far as anime of the year.
Don't it ever, bro? They thought just because it was Kaiju number 8, they could be light with it. Nah, they gonna have to come with it now.
Absolutely, man.
There's some fire out here, bro.
Oh, and also in video game news, just to let you guys know, yes, there have been not 1 but 2 updates in Helldivers. Obviously, last week, finally, Microsoft Xbox players can play Helldivers, and now it is across the board with the exception of Nintendo. They out here in the backyard somewhere, playing Mario Kart. Yeah, they can't do that. But Xbox, PC, and PlayStation players are all together, fighting for democracy And the first order of business when Xbox players pulled up is you had to kill 8 billion of each species by a certain amount of time, like a certain amount of days. You had to 8 billion terminids, 8 billion.
Is it on Game Pass?
Who comes up with these numbers?
It is on Game Pass?
I don't know. I don't think it's on Game Pass. I think, this is straight 40. But people was paying it.
I'm gonna need my 40, bro. I'm cutting y'all a break. Don't disrespect me talking about I need a discount. You getting $40, give me $40, you get a full game. You play with the city with your friends. It ain't on sale. But don't ever disrespect me like that.
Ever, dog.
Ever.
Because they had over 500,000 total Helldivers. So you take 500,000 Helldivers and you do that mission of 8 billion, 8 billion, 8 billion. I mean, that ain't really a tall order for Helldivers because, I mean, they count every enemy that you kill and they come in droves. They come in swarms. So it's like a easy lick. Now, the most recent update, that was Tuesday. Now you are actually on a bug planet, not a planet that's been infested by bugs. You are actually on one of the home worlds. And I saw this big bitch out here. This thing came out the ground. You know those worms in Doom? Yeah. It came straight out the ground and started screaming. And it slaps the ground. And if you are lined up with the slam, it's an instant kill for your squad. It's like an instant wipe. I mean, you get reinforced, obviously, until you run out. But that's an instant kill. Also, this thing spits acid, and it sprays it left to right. So you're going to get tagged like that. These bugs are crawling underground, so you can see the ridges on the ground, and they can pop up right behind you. And the minute they pop out, they swipe you in the back with their claws or spit acid on you. It's all kinds of crap going on. This thing got 150,000 HP. This Hive Lord, that's what it's called. 150,000 HP. And your Hellbound only takes down 10,000 HP. So, yeah, if you think a Hellbound is going to instant kill that thing, it will not.
Now I want to see what it actually looks like. I wonder if it looks like the, what do you call them? The hive worms from Destiny. The big-ass space worms.
Yeah, it's kind of maybe similar, but it looks way more menacing. If you think you at safe distance, you're not. You're not. Because that acid got some distance. And you're like, oh, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Then you see remnants of acid come across your face, and then you get burned. And then it's like, oh, snap. So one time I'm a part of a squad that actually killed off that Hive Lord. That is like one of the bosses because it kind of like goes in and out the sand. It just don't stay up. It'll go back down and probably go up under you and pop out, and it will launch you across the map. And that's also an instant kill. So if it targets you, it is crazy.
I wanna start playing it again.
You gonna
oh.
This
is gross.
Yeah, it's out here. Oh, by the way,
out here.
It's out here.
It doesn't even look like a worm. It's like a giant centipede with big ass pinchers.
Yeah, you don't want to get close to that. I mean, you got to knock off the scales. But here's the other part of it.
Evo's face is funny. She's like, she's genuinely disgusted.
You know those Bio Titans? They got wings. They fly around now.
What?
They fly around like dragons and spit acid. Like you know how dragons like blanket the ground with fire? Nah, it flies around and blankets the ground with acid. So that's that enemy. Also, there's bug caves. So you go inside these caves and clean that joker out. And you cannot call stratagems like those rockets and stuff coming from up above. Because realistically, how can it get inside a cave and you're underground?
Yeah, I saw that. Like you can't throw your stratagems like when you're inside the tunnel. It's broken.
Yeah, this is war zone. This thing is worse than Malevolon Creek. And that's saying something.
You're really low.
What?
There you go.
That's better.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying it's yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. It is definitely fun. If you play Starship Troopers, that last scene that when they got inside the cave or whatever, fight for their life. Say what?
I didn't play that.
No, watch it. Starship Troopers.
Oh,
It's
oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I didn't. I was gonna say.
it's very
I was
bleak.
about to say, you haven't seen Starship
Yeah, yeah,
Troopers?
yeah. I've seen it. I
What?
thought he was saying they had a game. I'm like, I ain't played that. I didn't know they had a game.
They do. Yeah, they actually do. They got a game. But yeah, so Helldivers 2 is back on it because right now it's averaging six. I say six figures, but over 100,000 players every day now. We back up. We back up. Now, I got some drip too, man. Got some of that Judge Dredd drip. I mean, it's not called that. It's not called
On
that.
Helldivers.
Yeah, it's an ODST drip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The drip is real. Now, when I top off at level 150, I'm gonna wear the ceremonious one, like the dress blues type joint with the sword.
Yeah.
I'm going into battle just like that.
I gotta go back. It's been so long since I played that game, and I'm sure they got hella updates that and a hella war bonds. It's gonna take forever for me to catch up, but
not really.
It's cool though, because even when you don't log on for a while, you still get all the public credits. So if you ain't logging in for a while, you might end up with like 200.
You still top out at 250. Yeah, you still top off at 250. But yes, that's also the beauty of it. If you haven't played it in a while, it's a live service game. So if you played it at least a few times or did a mission at least once, and so you are contributing. So at that point, you get those war bonds. So, a lot of people it's $10 to open up the war bonds that you want. But yeah, so we back to Kaiju number 8, man. How do y'all feel about it?
All right. Well, first, in terms of, I think we should break it down into like 5 categories, right?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So let's do animation and visual quality. On 1 to 10, what would you give it in animation and visual quality?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Eight?
Oh, okay.
What you think, Vivo? You think lower?
No, I would give it about an 8.
Yeah.
I give it like an 8.5 too. It's just there's too many animes out there with jaw-dropping animation at this point. Yeah. And I know that's not where Kaiju's strong suit is at anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
actually it is. That's actually one of
you know what?
strong
actually, you're right. Actually, it is. It probably is one of its selling points is the animation of it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got you Kuda now. It ain't that level animation.
Yeah, that was kind of unique. I really want the manga to keep it a bean.
Well, I feel like both of those they're different animation styles, so I don't know that you can really compare the two just because they're stylistically different. But I would say that I feel like Gachiakuda appeals to more people just because of how do I want to say drastic or expressive the animation style is. Like it's really it like sucks you in. Like it's really eye capturing. Whereas Kaiju number 8 is more, I mean, it's closer to the standard.
Which one is?
Kaiju number 8.
Yeah. But I'm just and though it has improved since season 1, this is like one of those AAA titles. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of like the big ones, and that was like their selling point. And the fight scenes are fire. The fight scenes are really fire, and I like. So far, I'm really, really liking the character progression.
Yeah. So
which is another, which is kind of like another metric, like out of the five is like the pay, or is the character progression. I think that is what's really setting this apart from the rest of them right now.
so can we acknowledge the fact that it's refreshing to see an anime where the main character is actually a reasonable age? Like Kafka is in his 30s.
30s.
So it's like, um, and I mean, obviously there's a message in that because it's kind of letting people know like people are stepping on his dreams because his dream is to be with Mina and to actually be a part of this unit to hunt down kaiju. And people like, you too old, but like, nah, you don't dictate what I do with my goal, like with my goals or whatever. Like I'm gonna achieve this no matter what you say. Even though Kafka has achieved that, and with a little bit of luck and all that other stuff. But I do like the fact that there's a main character that is like of a certain age because in anime we tend to get oversaturated with main characters that are like in their teens or like under 18 or whatever the case may be. But
Prodigy.
yeah, like that kind of thing. So that was refreshing to see. Now, as far as the animation style, is to Vivo's point, like it looks like the standard animation. Like when action picks up, it picks up. Like it gives us
Like
the things that we want out of
Reno,
it.
like when Reno got that weapon.
Yeah. So yeah, which you gonna touch on that a little bit later. Which
Okay.
and I do like the growth though, which goes to your point, Boogie. It's the growth because I also love the fact that this particular anime don't solely depend on Kafka as a main character. Everybody got a role to play.
Narumi, Narumi, and Narumi's a problem.
Yeah. And this guy right here, Jin, like Jin Narumi, is like, man, when he hit the scene and how he can have like forethought, especially when we went up against Kaiju number 9, well, at least a doppelganger of Kaiju number 9. And speaking of which, like with Kaiju number 9, this is some diabolical work right here. Okay, this is some diabolical work.
That was gut wrenching, bro. I was like, damn, that hella petty.
He was like, "Oh, him, I killed him and absorbed him," and then he showed his face to her. I was like,
"Oh, is this your dad?"
Yes, like, oh,
bro, it is. Give him back. The fuck.
like, have you seen him? Like, man, it's so with Kaiju number 9. Number 9 was playing chess, while everybody else, but they just finished playing checkers and they're looking for the pieces to play chess. This man was already 3 steps ahead every step of the way. Like, which I do also appreciate because it wasn't no knee jerk, ass pull type of I'ma just overpower you simply. No, Kaiju number 9 had a plan. He was very successful at that.
Well, it's interesting though because Kaiju number 9 was responsible for creating Kaiju number 10, which we found out who fused with, I forget his name.
Oh, Tomato the Vice Lieutenant? Tomato Hoshina? Yeah, Hoshina?
Yeah.
He was like, "Ew, I don't want to equip him."
He's like, "That's creepy. I'm kind of scared right now, y'all." But he was cool as fuck in there, though. He was cool as hell.
Oh, he played that thing off nice.
Yeah, he did. But what do you think? Do you think that Kaiju was sincere in what he was saying, and that he wants to prove that he's the best prototype, essentially, against all those other ones? Or do you think that he's also being petty, like he was created from Kaiju number 9? So
I feel like he's being sincere, especially in his monologue to Hoshina and how they both mutually truly enjoyed the battle that they had. Um, like he's on that battle beast tip. So I think that what he shared, I mean, his it seemed like his overall goal was to become he still wants to fight. And so the way for him to fight is to become a weapon and be wielded by, pushing us. So I feel like
Yeah,
he was
they're
being
desperate.
sincere because, keeping up his end of the bargain. What was interesting to me though was when he revealed that he was created by number 9. And I'm like, well, if number 9 is out here creating these kaiju, did he have any hand in what happened to Kafka becoming a kaiju? Because it's like he was kind of surprised when he first encountered him, but then at the same time he was like, oh yeah, I got to take care of you because
Yeah.
you're messing up my plans. And if he didn't create him and Kafka was just like a anomaly, if you will, I wonder if there's a faction of kaiju who actually are against number 9, because it seems
Hmm.
like the kaiju that assimilated with Kafka has its own, like it's sentient, it has its own.
There definitely is something special about that kaiju because even kaiju number 9 was like the only kaiju that's going to be able to stop me from doing what I want to do is you. You are the single hardest part of me completing what I have to complete. So
He he sounded pissed off about that.
He was
yeah, he
very
did.
Like he
annoyed.
was he was so irritated.
He was like, bro, what the fuck?
That
Oh,
When he after he assimilated Isao, when he was like, yeah, I usually have a rejection response after I like absorb, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. And then he was like, I'm just gonna go.
yeah.
it was like hell. You're leaving. You ain't going nowhere, bro. You gotta come. You gotta keep getting these in.
It was so funny to me that
Leave.
he said that.
Yeah, he like because they were all attacking him at once. Like Kafka was, Jen was, and they was doing damage, but they wasn't really doing damage.
His
And,
wings reminded me of Priscilla's from Claymore in her final form.
damn, I ain't even thought about it that way.
Claymore is so fire.
Isn't it? It's great.
Mm,
Why are you making that face?
you know why. You know why. This that one scene, and I got to finish it. That one scene that happened. Was it Teresa? The faint smile. I like that's such a trash way to take that L. That made me so mad. That is
Oh, yeah.
so mad. I like you was whooping everybody. You are the legend. You lean down and get your head smacked. I was like, come on.
It was a cheap, I mean, it was like it was a sucker puncher, a cheap
Yeah,
shot. And she, yep.
but
But
Oh, go ahead.
no, go on.
Like so with number 9, it's okay. Is it weird that you can tell what type of facial expressions he has, even though he's kind of like expressionless in the face? Like I can tell when he's annoyed, and I can tell when he's just enjoying himself and he's toying with something.
That is interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, but you're right. You can.
Yeah, there's no eyebrows. Oh, like nothing here. Like he just looks
Expression.
surprised all the time. But
I
at
don't
the
know.
same,
He looks like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
he does. He does. He just like toys with his food, man. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
when also with some growth, man, like Kikuru and what she's able to do because obviously she got aspirations to being like the strongest. Like she don't want to be the damsel in distress. And she showed her ass. She showed her ass. Like she was doing her thing.
She didn't
Like,
even show up to her dad's funeral, but but her reasoning for not showing up was kind of fire. He's like, yeah, he's not dead. I'm not going to his service because he's not fucking dead. I saw him in there, and we're about to go get him out of there. So y'all over here counting him out already, and that's fucked up. I'm not standing here like that. So I'm about to be the strongest one there is out of everybody. But it's cool, man. I like her resolve. I like to see where she goes in the anime
It
and
was
where Ichikawa goes too.
it was nice to also get that additional background on her relationship with her mom and just how important and inspiring her mom was to her.
Mm-hmm.
And also to see the general in a different light to when he was younger and she was a little kid. So I appreciated them including that backstory for additional character development because it just kind of provided more context as to why she is so driven to achieve what she wants to achieve.
Right. It's
Yeah.
not just her dad. It's like she came from a family of warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now her mom was badass. Now died through the
Yeah, and
whole
to
yeah.
have that kind of influence, you know what I mean, as a woman too, is nice because in a lot of these animes in general, like not so much the animes, but when you think about warriors in general, a lot of you think of a guy, you think of a man. So it's nice to see her in that role too.
And it's interesting too how with her background, like her two closest teammates, Ichikawa is equipping the strongest weapon made from the kaiju that basically killed her mom. And then you have Kafka, who is actually a kaiju that she swore to kill.
Yeah.
It's
This
quite
man
a
right here.
ragtag team.
Ichikawa is that guy, bro. First of all, that navy blue is my favorite color. That weapon looks hard, bro. Hard. Oh, Sub Zero Ichikawa out here getting busy.
Mm-hmm.
He is my favorite character though. I will say that. Like he's refused to be in the background, and when they asked him to be a part of the project because he qualified to be like to fuse or whatever with the kaiju, he was like, yeah, I. He like, I mean, even after being told what he's been told, he's like, yo, it's gonna shorten your life. You keep messing around. He was like,
I'm
all
doing
right, your point. Like, give me that
doing
shit, yo.
Yeah.
Like, so I was
It
like,
was
It's
also
crazy because
cool to see how, from his perspective, how the kaiju weapons actually affect regular human users. Because he made a remark when he was undergoing the assimilation testing or whatever. He was like, "Oh, so this is what Senpai always experiences, and that is that Kafka is always battling his inner." And it was probably before he act going back to the last season when Kafka was up against the general and he literally lost control because he was drawing on so much power and relying on his kaiju passenger to assist him. But and since then, having to constantly be in battle with that inner kaiju, Ichikawa had that realization and now has a better understanding. Like, oh, this is what Senpai deals with all the time, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Also, what is his leader's name? Is it Ogata?
yeah, the relaxed one. He's kind of like,
Yeah, who was always who was trying to drink, who was trying to drink in the meeting, and his office was full of empty sake bottles. I was like, okay, but
everywhere.
everywhere. But he was basically like explaining how using the kaiju weapons basically and then being in a combat situation basically really reveals a person's true nature.
Mm-hmm.
And we see how obsessive Ichikawa is in protecting his friends, almost
Yeah,
to his own detriment.
and yeah, he definitely showed that in the first season, and like his level of loyalty, to keep it keep Kafka's secret, because he ain't never really truly spilled the beans. Like people just found out by circumstance. It was like, and Reno was like, yo, you know what you're doing?
right.
Yo, like they behind you. like they about to kill you. That kind of thing. So But considering that Kafka proved himself to be an ally, now Reno can fully concentrate on him getting himself stronger. Because I think what it was, because his mission was to get strong enough so Kafka didn't have to transform like that, or he didn't have to do that.
Right,
And so
right, right.
now, yeah,
That's
so
his
now
whole
that
reason for having this weapon to begin with, so he could shoulder some of the burden that Kafka has to shoulder.
right, and to Vivo's point is like, even though he respects Kafka, he has a high level of respect for Kafka. I think it, like Vivo's point, it went up a level when he realized that, oh, this is what he's going through, or this is what he went through. And if Kafka can go through this, then I can go through this. So he don't have to be by himself. And I think there's a lot of like, okay, dealing with trauma, right? So with Kikaru and her family, with her mom passing, because a piece of them went with her when she died. Like, her dad was never the same. He became like more stoic and very matter of fact. And she is determined, like she got a new purpose or whatever the case may be. But there's some type of bond between them two without them showing like being very affectionate to each other. Because she's, I'm a general at the end of the day, you still my baby girl, but
Yeah,
you're gonna get punished.
when he told her well done and she was about to lose it right there
Yeah.
because she was so happy that
Yep.
she finally got his approval and acknowledgement, when really in his mind I'm pretty sure that he always approved and acknowledged her, but he was the way that he was, knowing that she was going to be part of the defense force, and he wanted her to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that in one of the flashbacks, her mom said that she was going to be the one to train her up so that she would be able to survive. But her mom passing, I think that, and then her mom also said that, so it's your job to be, spoil her rotten in X, Y, and Z. But I think when she died, her dad was like, all right, I'm going to do what she wanted, that she intended to do. And so, and then he even acknowledged it when he was fighting number 9. He was like, I probably didn't do all the things that I should as a father for a daughter, but I want to make it so that, she's able to live in this world and not have to face a threat like you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I feel like by the end of this, because now this is from individuals that have not read the manga. We like anime only when it comes to this series. And I'm just guesstimating that when they finally beat number 9, I feel like there might be like a little Piccolo moment. And what I mean by that is like, she gonna hear from her dad in an emotional sense, like him being uncharacteristic, and see that would be the nail in the coffin for me. I was like, yo, all right, that's how it is, because how Piccolo was with Gohan when he sacrificed himself, you don't see Piccolo doing that, but then, this man had green tears out his eyes, man, before he died. He's like, yeah, man, you the closest thing I got to a son. So
I was going to say, if he's going to have a Piccolo moment, or if they're going to have a Piccolo moment, then it's got to involve taking the L. Because Piccolo be doing that now.
Hey, we would not disrespect Piccolo on this.
Hey, I fuck with Piccolo, but
This man is King Orifar.
Yeah, he is.
This man got the constant drip. Hey, and I feel like, not for nothing, I feel like he need to holler at that daycare, not the daycare, the school teacher, man. That what Piccolo need to be doing. You know, holler at that school teacher.
This feels like it's a side quest.
It's not a side quest. It's not a. It is side quest actually. We got a
side quest. This is main story level shit right here.
Yeah. No. Now it is a side quest because we got KAIJU no down here, right? But it is low key a side quest because he picks Pan up from school, damn near every day.
Why not, bro?
You know what I'm saying? And she said, "Oh, Pan, your guardian's here," like kind of thing. And she, she's talks to Piccolo and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, she kind of sweet on old Piccolo. I'm like, okay. Hey man, shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot.
Hey, and speaking of underdogs, what was the dude with the sharp teeth? Is that Reno?
No, that's
Reno is Ichikawa.
Reno's Ichikawa. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I never say his
I
name
forget
right.
the dude with the sharp teeth, but he came through at the very end too when Ichikawa was spent, bro. What he had like a bunch of hairline fractures, then he completely shattered his tibia, 16 muscle tears, just spent. Was like, bro, I ain't
Iharu.
all this down.
Iharu Furuhashi. I'm just gonna call him Iharu because I can't say his last name.
Furuhashi?
Yep.
I love that moment, bro. When you talk about character progression, that's stuff that I like to see right there. Because you low key forgot about him in the moment because it was about Ichikawa, right? And then
Right.
you forget him in the other moments when it's all about Narumi, or in other moments when it's all about whoever. So it was good to see the spotlight get put back on him and see his perspective. Like, bro, I'm used to being the best, and being over here where I'm just like a support character is not gonna do it for me, bro. Like, I got standards.
I think he's gonna have a come up though.
No doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
he's definitely gonna have a come up.
He got to. I
They
feel
might
like
fuck around and give him a weapon too.
They need to. Because I feel like for him as a character, Iharu actually does stand out just by how loud he is and how he presents himself. But like that whole dialogue, like you said, when he was looking at Reno, and Reno's not going to get ahead, and you see what Reno's doing, and he's losing himself at the process. Yeah, you got to give him something, man. Give him a little bit, Give him a little piece of that. A little piece of that kaiju.
Yeah, some of it. Damn, bro. Let him get an ear or something like that. Get some supersonic hearing or some shit like that. The fuck. Let him get a kaiju dentist.
Yeah, let that man do work, man. Also, this goes back to last season, like Mina, right? When Mina realizes who Kafka is, that he's kaiju number 8, and I think she made him do push-ups last season or something like that. He did something, but I feel like that relationship that Kikuru and her dad has is sort of similar, like how Mina and Kafka relation is. Even though Kafka can't like just go run to Mina and hug her because Mina actually outranks him by a country mile. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a level of professionalism, like this business here, and I'm gonna come check on you or whatever the case may be. I still care about you. But also, when I was talking about trauma, I think another trope that it kind of falls on is loneliness, because to my earlier point, Reno refused to let Kafka be alone in this because imagine if it was just him and he had nobody backing him up or whatever the case may be. I mean, obviously be like a Naruto kind of situation, but luckily it's not like that. So, and I appreciate that. Every character is growing. That's what I do like about this. Now, is it, is an anime of the year candidate? Let's just say season 1 stood out like Solo Leveling stood out.
We ain't done yet, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't done yet. So I'm gonna let it ride out, but right now it is being overshadowed by other animes for sure.
Mm-hmm. It is, because this is a summer of peak anime, and I'm like, damn, it's a lot I gotta watch.
Bro. There is some fire out right now, Man. So it's really gonna have to come with. They're gonna have to tie up some loose ends and leave it where I'm ready, because by the time the 3rd season comes out, it's gonna be time for Solo Leveling season 3.
Nah, they ain't even announced yet. You might want to cancel that. You might want to cancel that, dog.
I feel like they didn't say it was Solo Leveling wasn't gonna come back until like 2027 or sometime. So
I thought they said 26.
Now Jujutsu Kaisen is January 2026. The new season of that is coming out.
That's what it was.
And and Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is September 12th in the movie theater. So you might want to get your tickets.
Boy,
now. That bitch might be.
I cannot wait for Infinity Castle.
That bitch might be sold out, but. We're looking at Lord of Mysteries, Togen Aki, Gachi Okuda, Water Magician. you know what I'm saying? I think Solid Magician. That's another one. Kaiju number 8. You still got Sakamoto Days thing hanging out there because it got consistently
Clevitus.
better.
It
Clevitus.
did.
You know what I'm saying? So like the level of anime that is out there,
Levitas. Yeah, bro.
and I'm
For
no,
real.
and I'm missing some. I'm missing some. I know
It's
I am.
shocking.
Ooh, it's storming.
It's been a little minute since we had this much good anime out at one time.
I agree.
Mhm.
I totally agree.
Oh no, yeah. Let's not forget 2B Hero X. That's also a step.
Oh
above.
yeah. So apparently, I believe that has 2 more episodes left before it ends.
Like season or officially?
I think it was just the season. I don't know. I haven't. I need to catch up on it. But last announcement I saw, there was two more episodes left for this season.
Yeah, I saw a meme that the season of peak anime is almost over because there are single digits left before the end of the majority of these anime that I'm mentioning. Like some of them like 3-4 episodes left, and then it's a wrap. Then you jump into the fall season, and so now you can actually be regular again. So, but when that summer hits next summer is back on it again. And I mean, New Saga, that's another one that I have yet to touch, and I probably won't touch it until I catch up on all the other stuff. So, because I'm behind on Lord of Mysteries, I ain't gonna hold you.
Lord of Mysteries, fire, bro, fire,
Yeah.
fire.
I'm about 3 or 4 episodes behind on that one, so I'm gonna catch up. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Get caught up on that and Water Magician and Togen Anki.
Yeah, Togenaki. Now, hey,
Togenaki's
look,
fire.
now I seen I see a new waifu, and she got hands. I saw in Togenaki, I was like, ooh, okay. She got hands. She was a UFC fighter. I mean, she's like an MMA fighter. I didn't see the episode, but I was like, all I saw was like blood was on her hands. I'm like, oh, she straight up. Okay, she gonna like put hands on you. I'm gonna need to see that. So, before we get out of here, did y'all see like the group picture for Street Fighter, like the cast?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this. Let me see.
The one with Carl Urban?
No, that's Mortal Kombat.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Nah, this is Street Fighter here. Hold on. I'm gonna get this. Give me 1 second here. Boom. There we go.
Oh, nice.
I got mixed feelings. So for me, Andrew Koji is Ryu. Cody
50
Rhodes
Cent
is Balrog.
That's so random, but okay. That's so random. What?
50 Cent as Balrog is fucking hilarious.
Yes. So let me run down the correct castings, right? Andrew Koji Ryu, I'm vibing with that. Noah Centineo Ken, I can vibe with that. Kalina Liang is Chun-Li, I can vibe with that. But 50 Cent is Balrog. Yeah. Cody Rhodes is Guile. I would have picked Alan Richardson as Guile. That's who I would have picked.
I don't know. I can't think of who that is.
I think he's in talks to become the next DC Batman.
Reacher.
Yeah,
Reacher. So, because he got the size and build to be Guile, and Guile is not a small dude, but Cody by size is a small dude, and him with that hairstyle, this thing can be either decent or really bad. Just by some of the casting choices, but we'll see. They got a Dan Hibiki in here. The M Bison looks nice. I say the M Bison might be it. Orville Peck is Vega. So the only person that's not, well, 2 people are not here: Jason Momoa, Blanca, and Roman Reigns, Akuma. So
I
He
wonder
already
if
taken time
50
off
Cent is gonna beef up.
Roman Reigns. I like that.
as Akuma.
Huh?
Yeah, Roman Reigns is gonna be Akuma, and Jason Momoa is Blanca. I can see him being Blanca. Jason Momoa Blanca. I can see that. I wouldn't have put WWE wrestlers in there. I just say it like that. I would
Well,
have.
some of them are legitimate good actors.
It's only two now. It's only Roman and Cody in here. Like Roman only been in, for what I understand, Roman been in like a couple movies, but it wasn't like main roles. Like Hobbs and Shaw.
Why are you
kinda
against it? Why are you against WWE wrestlers in movies?
Because it's a Street Fighter, bro. This is Street Fighter. If you're trying to make a
I
great,
feel like that's the more reason to put WWE wrestlers in it.
so you think Cody will be a perfect bill for Guile, even though he don't have.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is why can't it be WWE wrestlers? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they're already like seen as fighters. You know what I mean? Like they want to, like, I think they stand out. They're not the same person that they are in the ring.
That's true. That's true. But I'd rather have more seasoned actors. That is me. Akuma is like his character alone is Shotokan karate, martial arts. He's like the god of that style, that kind of thing. But considering how he fights, I can see it happening or how he can do that. Maybe it's a movie that don't take itself too seriously, but in the Street Fighter fandom, this movie better be goddamn right. Because if it's not, they're gonna trash this thing.
It's gonna be hell.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm real hesitant on WWE talent. It's only two of them really being in a Street Fighter movie. You know what I mean? I'd rather have more seasoned actors, because if you want to get this thing to pop off correctly, or a better chance, then yeah. But also, I'm not going to completely trash this movie because there's no trailer out. B, you don't know how it's going to look, and C, this movie might surprise you, because how many times we disagreed with a casting choice, but then we watched the movie, it was like, damn.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Batman.
Yes. Which one?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, the Batman. Yeah. That movie was damn near perfect, because that is Batman to his core. This is year 2 Batman. This man is just not getting into this shit. And what's his job? As a detective. That's what he was doing, solving mysteries. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was year 2 Batman.
Bruce motherfucking Wayne.
Yep. And Alfred trying to tell this man, hey man, you got to be out here in these streets, dog. You got to
put your ear to the streets.
Yeah, you supposed to be Bruce Wayne. Don't put Batman and Bruce Wayne in the same category. Separate the two. So, and I dig that. I did that. The Batman, that's definitely one of my top 5 Batman movies. Like straight up.
I agree.
But yeah, man, this is our show for today, man. Y'all got anything else for the listeners out there? Boogie Blends, Vivo.
Nope. Thanks for tuning in.
What y'all looking at you so intently for it? Damn. I'm just saying, look, the summer's coming to the end and everything, and I'll be in the gym, and just what I'm saying, if you're gonna be in there training and you want to be like Goku, you got to keep that sand tail socket clean. So till next time, be safe.